What's up, guys? It's Professor Gnome here, and today we're going to be looking at Tsareena EX. This card is actually really fun. So what it has is the attack Sickle Soul, and it allows you to put damage counters up till the opponent's Pokemon is at 30 HP. So it doesn't matter how strong they are, whether it's 300, 330, 400, 200, doesn't matter. It puts them at 30 HP remaining. So we're going to combo that together with Vanilluxe, because it has the ability Frigid Room, which makes it so no Pokemon with 40 HP or less can attack. So that can help keep your board pretty safe. But really where it comes into play is that it allows us to stall out until we have our Braviary set up, which for 0 energy puts 3 damage counter on an opponent's Pokemon that already has damage counters. So we put everything down to 30, then we can finish it off with Braviary and pretty much clear an entire board all in one go if we need to or want to. We also combine that with Pass to the Peak because we don't have anything that uses abilities that is Roar Box, so nothing's affected by it. So we're typically pretty safe to just throw it down whenever we want. And we also run Panic Mask for the added benefit of that 40 HP or less save point that Vanilluxe gives us. We can target that on a specific Pokemon, and sometimes it's helpful if we don't have our Vanilluxe out yet, or just to help protect something more specific. But yeah, we run that also alongside Iono, and we run Irida, because this will get us our Rare Candies and our Vanilluxe and Celestine really easy. So yeah, that's the build, guys. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know how you guys run the build. And yeah, we'll get into the games in 1 second. But I did want to say, while we're here, because I know that not everybody stays around and people come for the deck list and then kind of dip out, which is totally cool. I'm happy that you guys show up in the first place and watch the deck list. But let me know what you guys think about this concept, because I brought it up in a previous video of doing like budget builds, kind of like this. So focusing on decks that I can build for like 25 to 30 in paper, and kind of featuring those and kind of showcasing those. This deck I built for, I think it was like 25, because the main cards that really hold value in this deck are like VIP passes, which we run a couple of, and Iono. But outside of that, it's pretty cheap, so recommended on paper. But let me know what you think of that concept and like putting builds together like that, maybe like once a week or something. But yeah, aside from that, I'll see you guys in the games. Peace. Alright, we're into game 1. Our opponent will be going first. We'll, mulligan immediately. If we had a basic, this would actually be kind of good. So, sucks. Ooh, I like those sleeves. I would have run that with this deck. I didn't see them, though. Maybe there's something I can't get yet. Or like don't have available to me anymore. Alright, cool. So our opponent's going first, which means we'll be able to, I think we want to Arven first, grab ourselves the VIP pass, and yeah. So yeah, I think we want to Arven first. We'll see what they're playing. It looks like they're playing some form of Gardevoir, if I had to guess, based on what I'm seeing here. So we'll probably look out to get a couple Rolts and stuff like that. So unless they have like Rare Candies in hand to pop off early, we should be totally fine. Also, Vanilluxe in this deck is so good versus Gardevoir, because most of the time they have to put a bunch of damage counters on themselves to be able to attack and put themselves pretty low. And so as soon as they put themselves in that like 40 remaining, they can't attack anyway. So it actually works out really well. This card becomes super powerful. So we're going to want to see if we can get that on board. We want to take Arven so we can grab the VIP pass early and not have to deal with anything else, because Irida can get us the rest of the cards that we need. So we'll grab ourselves a Bibarel and a Vanilla. We'll throw down 1 energy onto Bounsweet, and we'll throw the Panic Mask down just because we don't really need it. What we can do is on our next turn, we can Irida, grab ourselves another Rare Candy, and our Celestine. And then evolve both of those and kind of start popping off. We will have to deal with the Jirachi, though. Or actually, we won't, because it's basic Pokemon. I always forget how this thing works, and I don't know why. But yeah, so because it prevents all damage and effects used by basic Pokemon, we'll actually be totally fine, because Celestine is a evolution Pokemon, stage 2. Cool, they did absolutely nothing, so that kind of helps us pop off here. So we'll go ahead and grab our Celestine and the extra Rare Candy. This is why we want to run Irida. We'll Rare Candy, put Celestine on the board. Then we can Rare Candy again, put that down. And now we're good to kind of just pop off. We'll get these weakened down first, just to kind of stop that from being relevant later. I mean, he could evolve, which will make it a little bit annoying. But it's kind of for the best that we put this down. We have to... Now we're in a position where we kind of have to, like, wait to find our Braviary, you know, cards. But we have this set up, and this is really what's going to kind of make a lot of the difference. Avery won't matter, because we still have a small board. Ooh, I like the art for that. This card's so expensive for no reason. Like, it's cool, but it's not that cool. I guess it's because it comes out in the promo box. They're going to be looking to get into their... Yeah, I was going to say, they're going to be looking to get into their Gardevoir EX. They have the Rare Candy, they can go into this. They don't have anything that's really going to, like, hamper us yet. But we do want to start building up a second Celestine as soon as possible. We're not really worried about the Mew doing too much. Honestly, the Screaming Tail is more... would be like more of an issue, but again, we already have our Vanilluxe, so it's not going to be able to do too much. Like, it could knock out the Bidoof, but that's about it. Oh. Okay, that's a choice. We'll set up another Bounsweet. We'll go for putting all the damage down on that. And then we'll kind of just rotate. We'll put that onto the EX. Again, Avery won't matter. I do like this build, though, with the Gardevoir, where, like, it runs the multiple Avery. I think that can be really, really frustrating sometimes, like, depending on what deck you're playing, to, like, have to deal with that. So, we'll put the next one on Mew EX. We're, again, just kind of looking for, like, if we can find a Bibarel, that'd be super hype. But it's not too big of a deal. The Artisan will be nice for us, because it'll allow us to put some basics in play. And if he starts attacking with Screaming Tail onto our bench to, like, put some damage on this, we'll, you know, just throw the damage counters on it. But the real nice thing here is that they gave us the Artisan, so now we can get out our Rufflet, put that on board, and go from there with evolving and placing that in. So we'll throw one energy down. We'll place the Artisan on board, grab ourselves the Rufflet. Drop that. And then we can move on. So now we'll go ahead and throw damage counters onto that. And there's not really much they can do. This, like, especially with their deck that's going to have to damage themselves in order to put energies on. If they can't deal with Vanilluxe, they're, like, the game's kind of over. And I don't think they even have a way to do it. Which is another thing on what makes this deck so good. Is, like, Gardevoir super popular, and you kind of just win, like, automatically because of this card. Because it makes it so hard to deal with, where, like, they have to put energies onto this and then knock it out with its, like, main board attack. So they're not going to have the option to do that. So, like, even here, so, like, if they have the boss's orders, they can pull it over. Knock it out that way, but then we just come back in with Celestine. And we'll be fine. Oh, alright. They don't have the boss's orders either. Only did the 60. We'll evolve that. We'll go ahead and put some stuff on our board just so we have it. We'll get a second Vanilluxe set up later in case that becomes useful. Now all we have to do, we can throw the damage counters onto this. It can no longer attack us, can no longer do anything, and then on our next turn we can retreat out, go into Braviary, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be all prize cards in a single turn. Ah. Alright, well that's slightly annoying. Okay, I guess. It's kind of annoying. Didn't know they ran that. So that'll set us back ever so slightly, but it's still not the biggest deal in the world. We can go into Braviary. We'll set up the next one, I think is what we want to do here. We'll set up for the next one, play this down, go ahead and place all our damage. Taking the knockouts on that, grabbing us 5 of our prize cards. We'll leave everything but 1. And there's everything we need to, you know, remake a Bounsweet, or if we really had to, you know, we could always just knock out the Screaming Tail or something like that. Yeah, so they're going to be looking to knock this out. But really what we can do is, if it comes down to it, is they knock out the Bounsweet, not a big deal. We just place back in Braviary, put damage counters on this, and then we can just go from there by doing like the same thing over and over. Because we have plenty of time. Not to mention we can keep making either new Celestines or like combining it with something else. Ah, alright, now that's a problem. Kind of. So there's the Shining Arcana. The only thing that hurts here is that we haven't been able to get our Bibarel. So again, we'll just put in Braviary. We don't need that, but again, we can just... Pretty much what the plan here is that we'll just double Braviary and knock out the Scream Tail. Hopefully he doesn't have another cape. If he has a second cape, that can make this a bit annoying. But if he doesn't, then, you know, same thing. We just go in, he knocks this out, we just go into the next one, and it'll knock out the Scream Tail. And that'll be good. Even if he goes into Greninja somehow, like on some crazy stuff, and like knocks out these two, we still have enough prize cards. If he goes into Vanilluxe, or like if he uses Vanilluxe as like a just to sit on until like I have energies as a retreat cost, that'd be like kind of annoying. But we could still deal with that. I'm not sure what the plan here is. Like, I'm confused. Alright, so they're just kind of gonna sit that. Okay. So I guess they're, like, just kind of stalling until they can find Cape. Would be my guess. Or, oh, okay, they can snipe it from the bench. They can get rid of these two. Okay, that's clever. That's a good play. We'll get rid of this. That's pretty smart. I don't think we have a Manaphy left either. Oh, we do. Or, a Jirachi, sorry. Do we? Can't remember if we threw ours away. No, we still have it. So if we draw onto that, I mean, that'd be great. Collapse Stadium. Gets the Gardevoir out of play. So really we're just looking for like a switch or something like that. Or any card that'll find it and like will be in a fine position. The main issue is that they can't attack with Scream Tail anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So we're just kind of getting stalled out as of right now. Because what they have to do is put enough energies on this, retreat this, go into Gardevoir EX, knock this out. But then we just bring in Braviary. So it is starting to really not matter. We'll start to build another Bounsweet, I guess. Actually, I could have just grabbed the Jirachi. That was a mistake on my part. Because if I had grabbed the Jirachi, placed that down, then even if they want to go for some weird like pivot play thing, they couldn't. I don't understand what the plan here is. I feel like they're trying to figure something out, but it like I don't feel like there's anything to really figure out. You either have the cape to protect this or you don't. And so like they're either digging for it or it's prized or they just only run one. And I'm pretty sure they only run one. Maybe this is the part where I'm super wrong. But it feels like they're like stalling to figure out the puzzle. But I don't think there's anything for them to figure out. Because again, like they have to retreat into this, go into that, knock this out. But there's just not enough prize cards remaining. So I bring in Braviary and it knocks out Screaming Tail automatically. So now they can't risk this getting knocked out. I guess I'll play the Bounsweet. I don't even know what the best thing to do here is. Yeah, I'll just play the Bounsweet down. It's crazy that I haven't found my Bibarel yet. There's really not much they can do. I mean, if I find any energy at all, I'm just gonna start putting them on Vanilluxe so I can start to retreat it. because there's no reason to do anything else. And eventually, they'll either deck themselves out, or we'll draw into a switch or a escape rope. Because there's really nothing else going on. So I can find another Irida, that'll get me there. I can find the other Arven, that'll get me there. Okay, thank you. Alright, so that's game one. Kind of really stalled out and became pretty boring by the end, but it's just like Vanilluxe makes it so there's nothing they can do. And that's kind of the power of the card. Even if we're like not trying to stall them, they just ended up stalling themselves. But yeah, so that's game one, guys, and I'll see you guys in game two. Alright, we're into the next game. I thought I hit record, but I didn't. We're gonna mulligan here, and honestly, this isn't too bad. All things considered. So we'll see what happens, we'll see what they're playing. Didn't really get to find much out by that. But I think what the play is we're just going to go ahead and we'll get rid of the Panic Mask. Yeah, so I think that's the play. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the Panic Mask now. Set up the Bidoof. Yeah. Alright, so we'll set up the Bidoof. And our turn there. Because on the next turn, we can go Arven for the Rare Candy. Irida right away. Interesting. Alright, so we're up against Chien-Pao. Which is good, because they shouldn't have a way to, like, manipulate damage numbers or anything like that. So, like, that'll be pretty good for us. We can get right into Celestine on our next turn. Put damage onto the Chien-Pao, and we'll be in a pretty fine position. They won't be able to attack us on the first turn anyway, or on their first turn, so we're pretty much fine. Even if they like set up the Excaliburs and stuff. We may be lucky, and if we're able to use their Pokestop on the next turn, hit another Ultra Ball, and get into Bibarel, that'd be pretty sweet. So we'll Arven first, get the Rare Candy, and a Panic Mask. We'll go ahead, Rare Candy down. Attach the Panic Mask. And let's see what we get with the Pokestop. Alright, we lose one of our Rufflets and get two cards that won't really help us. But we can put the damage down on a Chien-Pao, and that's fine. That kind of removes it as a threat for now. We'll put the next one onto Radiant Greninja. And we're just going to be looking to really either set up a Vanilluxe or set up our Braviary, and we should be fine by that point. Put the next set of damage counters onto the Chien-Pao. His board is completely full, which is kind of nice for us, because once we put the damage counters down... Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully he can't knock us out. He doesn't have any more. There's already 5 energy in hand, yeah. Alright, so that's good for us. Let's draw one first, see what we're able to find. There's a Rare Candy. If we can get into like a Level Ball or something, that'd be pretty hype. Nope. Alright. And we don't have another energy to actually knock this out. So from here, we're just going to place that. And try to get things set up. What we'd like to be able to do is get like an Ultra Ball or something on our next draw. Discard the 2 VIP passes, start thinning our hand. So that way we can actually start drawing again with a barrel. Man, he is hitting it all off the Pokestop, and we are getting nothing useful. He got everything we were looking for. I assume he has Rare Candy into Frigibax, or the Baxcalibur now. He still doesn't. Alright, speaking of not getting the things we need, there's the Level Ball. Wow, do we not have any? Oh, man. Alright, so that's kind of unlucky. Alright, so let's put the Vanillite down, I guess. Kind of crazy. Alright. So let's see what we get off the Pokestop. Double Ultra Ball, that's good for us. So we'll be able to get rid of these. Guess we'll grab ourselves a Manaphy for now. Or... yeah, let's grab ourselves another Bounsweet. And we'll use the next... man, that's tragic. I'm not sure exactly how I want to play this now. Alright, so I think we got rid of these, and then what we're going to do... grab ourselves the Manaphy. This will help protect us on the next turn. In case he, like, goes to get his Greninja powered up. We'll Incisors. We're going to Path. And then... I don't think I want to Iono yet. So yeah, so we'll Soul. Put the damage down onto this. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to Rare Candy into Vanillite. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Well, Iono... I'm not really sure, because not being able to get into our Braviary because it's prized is going to make this so much harder. Because we won't have anything that's, like, actually going to, like, sweep all these cards away. I mean, we could always Super Rod them back in, so that's, I guess, what we're looking for. His bench is full, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. He'll have all the damage counters he needs to be, or not damage counters, he'll have all the energy he needs to knock this out. But it is going to cost him a good amount to hit that 310. There's an Iono of his own. Alright, so we lose that stuff, but again, like, if we can find our Super Rod... not exactly, but not the worst, because we have Irida, so we can put energy back on this and go and start getting that to work, and we'll actually have a Panic Mask that I don't think he'll have the ability to remove. And so that also works out for us. Well, we also have double energy. So, the Iono actually helped us a lot, because it kind of cleared up what our play needs to be. So we put this in, put an energy down, go ahead and play the Irida, grab ourselves this, and a Rare Candy. We still have one more in deck for the Vanilla. We're going to evolve, place this down, attach the Panic Mask, draw ourselves a card. There's not a item that we individually need. And now what we can do is we'll place the Trop Soul down onto this, just because. But really what we're looking for is on the next turn we can place an energy down and actually use its other attack, Trop Kick, and knock this out and just start looking for either, you know, collective knockouts by Trop Kicking everything down now. or we're looking for, you know, our Rufflet from the prizes, and we can just put that down, or we can super rod it back in. So we have options, and unless he runs a second, vacuum, we should be fine. Because even if he does like a cross switcher and pulls up one of these, we just bring in Celestine again, and I don't think he'll have an actual like option to attack me after I put some damage counters on this. Because he doesn't play like the Bravery Charm anymore. He doesn't really do anything. So like this with the Panic Mask is kind of enough. I don't really need the Vanilluxe. But if I can get it on board, great. Like we know he has the cross switchers in play. So we could use those to, like, I guess Bibarel would be the best choice to like stop me from drawing. And yeah, I guess that's like the second best choice. Because then it would remove this as being an option entirely, but it's not really a big deal because, like I said, I already have the Panic Mask. It doesn't seem like there's much you can do about it. Weird that he chose to do that. And that's fine. I can place this down. I think the play is pretty much the same. I'm gonna go for this. I don't need anything in my hand anymore. It's here. I mean, I need the Braviary, but I think the best play is that we Pokestop, see what we're able to pull. Alright, cool. So we lost, like, everything else that we needed. Well, Iono to put them down to 3. Alright. We'll place that down just to stop them again. And now we have everything we need to grab our... to kind of grab the last remaining pieces. If we can pull either the Rufflet from our prizes. Prize card 6. Not exactly, but it's still good. Yeah, so now we can honestly just start taking our knockouts manually, which is kind of the lame way to do it, but it's the option that we have available to us, because with the Panic Mask, he can't do enough damage, or like he can't really attack us anyway. So he'd have to put a new Chien-Pao in, place that down. Oh. How did you do that? Yeah, so he has to find a new Chien-Pao, have enough energies to retreat out or a cross switcher, and then go into that. And like, if he can make that happen, then I'll be in a good position. But it doesn't seem like he'll be able to do that. Like, I think it's just too many energies that he'd need to be able to find. And too little, like, cards in hand. Or that's not the play he's going for. I feel like that's the only play he could have made to win, so I don't know. We'll put the Vanillite down. We'll go ahead and draw. We'll keep Braviary in hand. Oh, hey. We do have another Vanilluxe. Alright, cool. That works too. So I guess we just grab the Irida, get this set up for next turn. I guess I miscounted. I thought that we had already lost all of them, but that's fine too. Yeah, we'll just drop kick this down. Grab ourselves 2 more prizes. If we can find the Rufflet, perfect. And another Bounsweet just in case that mattered. We have the Manaphy, so everything back here is protected anyway. Yeah, so like even if he goes, I don't get the point of that. Even if he found another Chien-Pao at this point, it wouldn't really matter. Because like, he places Chien-Pao down, retreats this, puts energy onto the Chien-Pao, comes in, knocks this out. I can just throw up Manaphy. Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't matter, because I'm at 3 prize... he's at 3 prize cards remaining. So that would make a difference. So yeah, that's the play that he had to make. Is go for the 3rd Chien-Pao. And kind of do that. Like, you'd have to go for the Chien-Pao, find the energies, or the cross-switcher. Or... well, he couldn't cross-switcher, that's also the problem, because I would just put up a 1-prizer, come back in, re-knock out the Chien-Pao. Or, put it in Panic Mask range. So he has to find an organic way to switch, so he'd have to place the energies down in order to retreat, then have enough energies to actually knock out the Celestine, all with the cards that he has available, which he doesn't have that kind of option. Plus, under Path, he can't even use like a Super Rod or something like that to put the energies back into the deck. So it's like he has the Super Rod or the Super Energy Retrievals available. Like he should have 3. So like even if one's prized, he'll have enough. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't look like he either runs the extra Chien-Pao or it's prized or something like that. Or he just didn't think to do it. But yeah, that's going to be the game, guys. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like the deck. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments down below. The games can come a little stally sometimes with this, but that's more your opponent trying to find out the puzzle. Like our turns go kind of quick. But yeah, definitely let me know. Thank you guys for everything, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like. I try to respond to all the comments as as fast and as efficiently as possible. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.